Yeah, surface below your head.
In this position, you want to feel like your chest is drawing towards the mat.
All right, I look at things and I look at people, I try and read them quickly.
Welcome back to another episode with Max Sports Management International. This time around is pre-season training camp. This is our second camp actually, which is with Target Fitness and a really good friend of mine, Gary Johnson. So a massive 2 days of some gruelling training for the boys. Day one, some coaching from a football coach, some boxing, some regimented fitness, finished off by some more cardio training, not much sleep over day one, 12 o'clock training, 2 o'clock training, up again at 6 a.m. for some more training, and then some yoga to finish off in the evening. Gary Johnson's been absolutely fantastic, had a lot of help there, and I really think the boys have been set up for the season ahead.
All right, don't take your eyes off of me. Do you take all the kit on one lap, or do you take the rope on one lap? Don't look at anybody, look at me.
Wrong.
Taking the rope?
Yeah.
The rope? Okay, lads.
Rest it on your head, remember? Make it tight, rest it on your head. Pull it tight. Pull it tight the front and back.
I had a little talk with the boys, and I think it's really important for them to know how hard life can get. It doesn't get easier, it gets harder. So for them to go through quite some tough hurdles this weekend, I think that will set them up right for the season coming. This is Sean Scannell. Who's met him since last time? Who met him last time? Lino, Damani, none else of you have met Sean, no? No? Okay. So we've had the pleasure to work with Sean for, how long, Sean?
I'm 31 now, so since I was probably about 20, isn't it?
Yeah, so young. So Sean broke through at Crystal Palace when he was 17, under Neil Warnock, wasn't it, at the time? Obviously burst on the scene as a young lad, and had the world at your feet at that point.
Yeah.
Then quite soon after that moved to Huddersfield after playing, how many 150 appearances for Palace?
Yeah.
150 appearances for Palace. Then went to Huddersfield. Had a turbulent time, would you say? Some good, some bad. Got player of the year under Chris Powell at the time. And then, look, I'll let him do the talk, but the reason that he's here is to give you an idea of the do's and don'ts of the industry. I think that sometimes it's very easy to listen to someone who has been there, done it, got the t-shirt, which Sean has, but I think that Sean's story is so much different. Hopefully he's happy to open up about his childhood and what's happened to him, because you know, I've been quite privileged in my life, but Sean certainly hasn't. He's had a rough time growing up and come out on the other side, and we're like brothers today. So I'll let him kick it off, and I just appreciate you coming down, Sean.
Yeah.
He's obviously injured at the moment, going to have a period of time out, and yeah, I'll let you do your thing, Sean.
How's everyone here, alright? Alright, well, the reason why I came down here is because I could tell you about all the good things that happened. I've had some unbelievable times in my career, but I've had some terrible times in my career as well, and this is the reason why I haven't probably fulfilled my full potential. And for me, growing up, obviously I lost my parents, had a son when I was, some of you lot's age, I was 19, a bit older than you lot, but it didn't kill me in a way, but for me it was like, it hurt me to a point where I fell off so much on things that I did. Like, I used to go out all the time, literally all the time. Money I spent in clubs would probably be flipping thousands I'd spend weekly. And then I got to a point where I couldn't help myself no more, literally. And then 31 now, got an injury that could possibly, I probably might not come back from. My thing now is to help people to realise that you've got the best job in the world. Like, why wouldn't you? Your standards every day should be set, like you should be. It's crucial. Every day you should wake up and realise that you've got the best job and you should do everything. Research the best footballers in the world, how they eat, basketball players, everything. Because for me, like to this day, it hurts me. And Jason, you know already, innit? Like, it kills me. And like, it's emotional for me in talking like this. Because I'd love to be where you are. Seriously. It actually does kill me. But boys, please, do what you can do, man, because when you get to 31, it's a long road, man. Trust me, like, can't even really speak Jason now, but
I think, look, for me, in life, every single person overcomes adversity. And you know what, I can even give you a couple of examples of this season. I look back at last year, Sean, Lino, Damani, and you look at the difference what a year makes. But football is always about timing. Everyone has different times, and my opinion of where Sean's at is your life's just starting, mate.
Yeah.
I think if you don't look at it that way, you'll fail, because it's a mindset thing. Whether you're 14, 15, 16, 31, I don't think it matters. And I just look back, and Lino, 6 months out of the game, how did that make you feel through this period?
Disappointed.
Yeah, disappointed, but disappointed, and then what happened, mate? You've bounced back to a point where you signed for Arsenal Football Club. Sometimes you didn't do what you should in terms of what was under your control.
A lot of times I didn't do what I should have been doing. I've relied fully on ability, and it got me, don't get me wrong, it got me to a unbelievable standard, and my career's been unbelievable, but could it have been better? Yeah, I could have been playing Premier League happily. That's what I see players playing now that I've played with, that are playing out there, and I don't envy them because they've done what they needed to do. But this ain't my only injury I've had. I've had tons of injuries, loads of injuries, and I never took responsibility on my injuries.
Sometimes because of the lifestyle. It's probably
lifestyle, and yeah, and it's not just about going out. And I'm not saying don't enjoy yourselves. Enjoy yourselves because you're in a great job. But what I'm saying is that you set standards every day. Like standards is a massive thing from what I see now, and you need to all just set standards. Like working hard on a football pitch isn't just it's not good enough. It's like every day. It's like you have to do everything you can, from eating, from friends around you, family. Literally, and it's a serious thing, man.
I promise you, none of it's ever as hard as you think. I was a bit of a pussy when I was young, and I think that until I came to start training, doing the boxing, I've done 2 fights with Gary, and I swear to God, when I go into CEOs, I meet chairmen, I've got to negotiate big contracts, I'm never ever as nervous as when I stepped into the ring. And I think that was my thing, of where everyone has to be pushed, and through the season you'll have limits, and some of you need to be pushed to a level, some of you are still growing, some of you are quite developed for your age, and that's really, really normal. But the main reason for this kind of pre-season camp is just to check the mentality more than anything, because even though I've not been around the whole time, I'm looking and I'm thinking, okay, who's got it, who hasn't? But even if you haven't right now, it's okay. You've got to then know that. You'll go home and you'll reflect and think, this is what I did good, this is what I didn't, and that will happen through the season, and where you come through tough times. And look, without being horrible, this isn't going to be the hardest thing you do in your life. You are going to have to overcome adversity. Okay, so boys, first of all, thank you very much for coming. Thank you for being here and coming together as a team. I think it's quite nice, especially for me, to see the different types of people, first and foremost, and second of all, you're all from different clubs, so you're not, you all see different personalities where you come from and where you are, and you've really stepped up together. I think that, and I noticed it from last year to this year, is that when you then sort of get together within a short period of time, you'll all be mates now, and it's really nice, because you're all going to have different journeys, different pathways over the next, hopefully 20 years for you boys. Some of you are just starting, some of you, in different positions, some of you have not even started your scholars yet. So for me, it's really, really rewarding for us as a company just to see you and get together. I hope you all come next year. I've really personally enjoyed myself. Well done on the get together, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon, yeah? Thank you.